Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for our next day of play of polo in the Dubai Gold Cup 2025. And our first match this afternoon will be between Jahangiri and Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. And that game will be followed with a great crunch match there between the UAE and Gantut. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to just pass you over to Sebastian Amaya for an interview there with Thomas Palacio from Three Chimneys Farm Polo.
Thank you, Adam. And here we are with no other than Thomas Palacio. Okay, he's been here for I don't know how many years. Around
6
years. It's a lot, and it's a lot. Just you can tell what is the level this year. We've got 5 teams for the Silver Cup. We now have 6 teams for the Gold Cup. What you can say about the level of the high goal here?
No, first of all, hello, how are you? And no, I think the level here has been improving every year. You can see, first time I arrived here, the handicap was 18 goals. Now they're playing 20. And yeah, slowly you see that there's more teams organized. You know, we have more competitive teams. Before it used to be 2 or 1 team more leading, like was UAE and Habtoor. You know, it's always them in the final because obviously the organization was better, the horses were better. But now you have up and coming teams that in the last few years been doing good, like Bangash, like Wolves, and there's quite a few teams that they're improving. And also what they did now is they're starting to bring the players mounted. So now the level of the tournament has gone much better because all the players are coming with their own horses, like Gantut did the year before, and yeah, they're all good teams. And now this year also we have the new team, Jahangiri, which is also really good with Alemucio and Gonzalo Pieres and Santos Iriarte. So I think it's a good option for them to come and try the level of polo that we play here in Dubai for many years now.
It's not only the high goal, but there is a consistent 12 goals as well and low goal during the 3-4 clubs that are in the area. What about the CF? What is this new team that you are? Well, I don't know if it's new, but that you are managing.
Well, we started last year. It's a new team owned by Gonzalo Torrealba. When he started, he never knew anything about polo, as well as his son. And the idea was basically to get the little boy to play the game and to introduce him into the game. Gonzalo also. Now the boy is already playing, but it's a matter of waiting. We're just building a team slowly. We have now 15 horses here. We have some horses in England, and we started this year a breed in Argentina. So we have horses that we've been buying embryos and trying to start building a breed, because in the meantime we need to get the boy to a stage that he can play. But by the time he's ready, those embryos will be ready. So I think we're doing things well. The project is for him to play eventually this level of polo, high goal, and we're doing everything the best way possible, with obviously the support of Gonzalo and Three Chimneys, that also has helped us with sperm of one of the stallions there. So we're going to start trying with that. And the joy of Gonzalo, he loves breeding. Three Chimneys Farm is a horse racing stud farm based in Kentucky. I don't have anything, but
well, you're part of the team now, so
yeah. So there's like 450 horses in training there. So it's a lot of horses, and the idea now is to start trying with the thoroughbreds of the racing a new blood into the polo, no? So, and in the meantime, my job is to teach the boy to play polo, and Gonzalo also start playing now. Obviously slowly, he's an older person, but it's not the same, you know. When you're 9 years old, you learn very quickly, like a sponge. So, but yeah, Gonzalo's also sticking ball in every day, and he's trying his best. So eventually, I think that by the end of the year, Gonzalo will be starting to play checkers, and the boy is already playing checkers with the grown-ups. So hopefully by next season, either England or Sotogrande, he can join and have his first tournament.
Well, what best to see what is the high goal to be watching, Gonzalito Pieres and, all the high goal players that they are playing here today and this month.
Well, it's good, because for the kids, it's watching their heroes, playing the game and see what they do. But to be honest, they're so young that when they come here, the last thing they do is to watch polo. They spend the whole day playing in the one wheel or playing football or whatever. But yes, it's good he gets to meet them and know the boys and know what they do and see them every day in the gym, so they can, by default, learn what's the behavior of a professional player, So they hear playing and they go to the gym and it's full of players training. They go to the stables, they are looking at the horses, and so it's about a learning curve, basically about it all, It's not just hitting the ball and play polo.
Well, thank you very much for the insight of the team and the what you believe is the level of the polo down here. We'll go back to Adam, but before that, I want to mention that the director he likes your sunglasses. Pretty cool, Marianito?
Mariano likes my sunglasses. I will give him the tip where to have them. Pero bueno, I don't know if they sell for women, but my best regard to Marianito.
Thank you. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you very much indeed, Sebastian. And with Thomas Palacio from TCF, our players out there on the field. It's been warming up, mounting on to their first Chukker ponies. And the umpires out in the field are Peter Wright and Matthias Pabeni, with Howard Smith as third man. And for Chihingiri, who will be playing in the black shirts, we'll have Mohamed Chihingiri, who will be starting off on Clary. Santos Iriarty, who will be starting off on Quinny. Ali Muz Gonzalo Perez, who will be starting off on So Polite. And Alejandro Muzio starting off on Havana. And for Bangash, by Dobson Horrell in the white shirts, we'll have Haida Bangash starting off on Marlow. Ferdinand Potolsky on Rockstar. And Ringa will be starting off on Tibiana. And in fact, they swapped the order around on me, and you can see that we have Tomasito at 3 and we put Fede to 4. But they might change that as they're actually playing. And Tomasito will be starting off on Triple X. A 19-goal team for Bangash, 20 goals for Jahingiri. But there'll be no handicap given as this is open, and we can see online there Gonzalo Perez with the number 3 shirt on today. Just mounting up onto Open So Polite. And of course, if you're tuning in, let's drop me a message on Facebook, and I'll see if I can give you a shout out at half time. It'd be great to hear where you're tuning in from throughout the world. And you can see online there our top scorers: Ben Capinello with 15 goals so far, Bauti Rejagar with 12, Marcos Araujo with 8, Rosina Toro Guitar on 7, and Fedivol Potolsky with 5 goals so far in the tournament. This is the second match for both of these teams, with Bangash starting off very strongly against Wolves. Unfortunately, in the second half, the last 2 chukkers of the match, Wolves came back and clinched the win. And for our social media, of course, at Pololine OK for Instagram, at Pololine Int for Facebook, and at Pololine TV on YouTube. But please, if you haven't done so already, download the app, Pololine TV, to keep yourself up to date with everything current in the world of polo. And of course at DXB Polo Gold Cup for all the up-to-date schedules and some great opportunities to win some wonderful prizes here at Habtoor. So 2 teams just organising themselves and throwing themselves out and see which direction they're going to be playing in, going through the polite formalities. It looks like we have umpire right on the far side of the field to throw in for the first 3 chukkers. So the last. Both of these teams having had a loss, both these teams wanting a win, of course. We have the Wolves with 1 win, 1 loss so far, as have Habtoor. After yesterday's game, UAE having had a win, and they'll be going up against Gantu, who have also had a win so far in their second match of this tournament. So also let us know who you think your support is for our second match too. So 2 teams lining up here now to get this ball into play. Just a slight pause in the throw in there. Just a little bit of eagerness to get this one underway from the players, and the ball gets thrown into play. Into play it comes off the line out here. First onto that there is Ringer, sends a backhand, comes off the pony, but it's now going to be picked up here by Potowski, but it's stolen away from him, out underneath his nose there by Santos Iriarty. We get a whistle on the play. You can see on the replay on Polo line. Then he comes in onto that one there. And we have Santos, looks like he's coming in to try and steal that one away. And the resulting decision by the umpires, of course, it's a spot penalty here now in favour of Dobson Horobangash. And we get another whistle very quickly on the play there, where Santos looked like he was trying to get forward, but might have been blocked in that one there. Let's see what the umpires say here now. As he brings it forward, just left hand, just there. Santos was looking at something, but maybe not. There was blocking going the other way, so it looks like we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Jahangiri. And players called. It looks like Ali Muzio is going to bring this one into play here now. Ali taps up forward. Gonza in the white helmet, but it is going to be sent up here there by Ali, looking for his number 1 at the front door, but his hider just flicks that one away from him and trying to come onto it there. It's going to be Fedi, gets half hooked off out of it there by Muzio, but retains possession. Does Tomasito, and Fedi takes up the mantle here now. Tries to steal that one away from out underneath him there to Santos, but Fedi pisses that one up the field. First back onto it. Nice backhand there by Mohamed Jahangiri out there for Gonza. Thought about the backhand, checks, turns and comes away there now from Petowski. Has he got the pony here in so polite? Goes up forward here now. Gets flicked, the ball gets flicked away from him there by Tomasito, but Fedi Petowski comes in here now to pick this one up. Dummies the backhand, decides to take it forward. The pony helps him out and sends it forward to him once more. Tries to take the man and leaves it for Tomasito to come in and steal that one here, but he in turn leaves it now again for Petowski. Petowski coming forward, gets hooked off out of it well there by Santos. Santos comes in with the backhand here this time, gets that backhand off, and first onto that one there is Muzio, but we can see the line on that there quite clearly where Genero was established on it. And we'll see very clearly on our replay here, thank you to Polo line. He got in there, got the mallet down, did Santos, got the backhand off, and Genero was clearly on that one, much more so than Muzio. So this now is going to get moved up for a penalty in favour of Bangash, Dobson and Horrell for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty. Tomasito looks like he's just teeing this one up here now. They split the penalty taking between Fedi and Tomasito the other day. But it looks like Tomasito is going to come up to this one here now on Triple X. As you have the black shirts of Jingagiri just retiring back 40 yards from the ball. Perfect conditions, nice overcast. Pony just jibs on him a little bit. And unfortunately, it looks like that one's just gone a little bit wide. And no, it has actually ended up through the goal. It has ended up through the goal. Let's see if we can see that one a little bit more clearly on the replay here now. It gets sent up. And yep, they just managed to get the finishing touches on that one there. So opening up the score are Bangash. 1 goal it is to Bangash. And back to the middle of the field. Changing ends once more. Ball back into play. Out, excuse, of the line out. Off the back of Fedit comes for Gonzalito. Gonzalito comes up forward here now. Gonzalito once more, but this time he gets ridden off out of it, and the ball's taken away from him there by Tomasito. Gonzalito looking for something, but in comes Santos, takes it away. No, in fact, that's Muzio. Muzio checks up, loses the play, but Gonzalito's in there to tidy it up, and looking for something as Fedit. He comes away from here this time. He plays a little backhand nicely, working with there. Muzio. Muzio now lost that one up forward, up over the top of the players here. But you see Podolski's looking after Gonzalito. And he takes that ball forward. He's just jinking a little bit in front of him, which Gonzalito's having a little bit of a word about. But it gets picked up nicely here now from the backhand of Podolski by Tomasito. Tomasito in hot pursuit of him there is Muzio. Muzio cancels him out. But in comes Haida. Haida gets a bit of that, but half hooked out of it. Now controlled nicely here by Santos Iriarty. Santos comes forward up onto the play. Santos checks. A little bit of instruction, a little bit of help there from Muzio. Just trying to find the ball. In comes Tomasito. Flicks it away, but Muzio comes up with the spoils. Muzio once more. Muzio. Podolski comes in, looks for something out of that one there. The ball goes out towards the side. The backhand comes in by Podolski. Out here for Hinero. Hinero up onto this play here now. Ringer going down the boards. Going with him though is going to be Muzio. Goes with a big neck shot. Tries to cut this one in towards the goal. Didn't quite get enough on it to get the goal shot, but it's going to be Muzio to take it away from the danger zone. For Chihingiri once more. You see Gonzalito keeping him off out of that play. Good team sportsmanship between these two here now as Muzio comes forward. Muzio comes forward again. Fede being kept off again, so Muzio turns back away up towards the middle of the field, then cuts this one out here looking for Iriarty. Iriarty coming to it with Tomasito there with him. Gets onto a stick side, checks up, leaves it. Who's going to be first onto it? It's going to be Muzio in front of Podolski. Podolski plays a little backhand out there for Tomasito. Tomasito just going with a little bit of fishing on that next shot, which we might see very clearly on the replay here. Got a chance your arm, as they say. And it looks like we're going to get a quick free change here. It's about halfway through this Chukker. And there you see, he was just playing that ball in front of the legs of the Chihingiri player. Right in front of Matias Babeni. Matias Babeni picked that one up perfectly. So you see down there, Ringer just hopping off his pony as they quickly change. I've actually introduced a little bit of these changes, as after all this is the first tournament for Chihingiri playing. The other horses, granted, are a little bit more match seasoned. Now, players coming back out on the field here now to get this underway once more. As you see Gonza having a quick chat there with Matti. For the ball in the meantime, it's going to be teed up there by Alimuzio. We'll start off with a spot hit here now in favour of Chihingiri. Alimuzio going to circle around onto here as play has just been called. Comes up forward on the play, does Muzio. Muzio out there on Mariana. Bringing this ball forward here now. Goes with the weighted pass there for Gonzalito. Gonzalito out here this time on Davino. Sends that ball forward up towards the goal. It looks like it's just gone wide out towards the left-hand side. So the ball's placed on the back line here, and in possession of the play will be Bangash Dobson Horrell, to be brought into play by Fede von Podolski. Fede taps it up there to Santos's marker this time, cuts it out wide here now, looking for Haida. Haida coming up the field here now. Haida gets hold of that one well. Up over the halfway line comes Haida. Coming back to put the pressure on there is Mohammed. Haida goes forward, he cuts that one in. Mohammed goes in and takes the man and keeps it cleared off it. Janero tries to get onto it, but I think he might have just overcooked that one and has to move on off out of the way as we have Muzio coming straight down that line. He was very keen to keep Gonzalito off the play, and in doing so just got himself a little bit too wide off the ball, was trying to come back to it again and just infringing the right of way of Ali Muzio. And so we'll have another spot penalty here deep down in Jahangiri half. Muzio to bring into play once more. Muzio keeps bringing this ball forward. Just waiting for him. Decides to go by himself, but no, in turn leaves it now for Gonzalito. Gonzalito picks it up. Goes under the neck here now, looking for space, looking for Santos, but going with him there is going to be Tomasito. Tomasito looks for the backhand falls nicely there for Podolski. Podolski's going to go with that first time play, flicks that one up forward there, looking for Canero, but first onto it here is going to be Gonzalito. Has to take the man and pick the ball up onto his near side, back onto his stick side here now comes Gonzalito. Gonzalito just being pushed and shoved a little bit there, and we get a whistle on the play. Let's see if we can see on the drone here from Polo line. Quite clearly being given a bit of a help round the corner by Hinero, and so the ball's placed down here now for another spot penalty, another penalty 5 in favour of Jahangiri, with Ali Muzio bringing it in, waiting that pass nicely for Gonzalito. Waiting for it's going to be Podolski. Goes with a long shot and tries to send this one up here now for Santos. Going in hot pursuit of Santos. It is Tomasito working everything they can to get it. He pushes the man wide off that play and looks to try and get back onto it. But the first onto it here is Mohamed Jahangiri. Goes under the neck with it there, but it just goes wide. So great effort, good play there, and good position by Mohamed Jahangiri. Being marked closely by Haider. So Podolski to bring it in once more. 1-0's the score. Podolski out there for Tomasito. Tomasito. Here's the call. Goes with the first time play when he settles over the top of the ball. But unfortunately for him, it goes out over the boards. He was looking for Haider, but you heard Fedi calling for that play as well. And so the ball will be just dropped down here now. And no, the umpire's just blown his whistle. Literally, he's getting to the count of 2. Maybe there's a horseshoe or something on the field, which has just been removed for safety purposes, of course. And to be Ali Muzio to bring in once more. Ali taps it up forward. Up there to Ringa. Goes himself on that one there, pushing Ringo cleanly off out of that play, and it's going to be Muzio coming through again, playing a little bit of cat and mouse, and sends that ball up forward, looking there for Mohamed, but gets flicked off out towards the side and picked up here now by Podolski. But Podolski's ball is now left there for Santos, who sends the ball back in towards the goal and quickly round up onto this one to stick and ball it. The quick change of play yields off and lets the big man Gonzalito Perez put it through, and that there levels up the score, ladies and gentlemen, here in Chukker number 1. So nice backhand there, putting it back into the danger zone and taken forward there by Mohamed, and just opted to yield off it and give it to Gonzalito to finish it, and there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. So that there will end Chukker number 1 with the score being 1 goal apiece. For our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back to our Polo Line viewers here, about to start Chukker number 2 with the score being 1 goal apiece. At the end of Chukker number 1, starting Chukker number 2. And the players just sorting themselves out. Mohammed coming out. We have Mohammed coming out here on Mentorita. Santos on Nana. Ali. Oh, Buenosa. The great open Levinson there for Gonzalito. Haida out on Princesa. Hinero, Sonri. Tomasito on Chiva del Grey. As you can see, very distinguished. He played it about 3 times in the last match in short bursts, but it is going to be coming over the play is Ali Muzio. Ali turns back, looks to make a little bit of space. Comes away here now. Gonzalito looking after Tomasito. And it is Muzio. Muzio once more gets told to play it, so he does. He fizzes that one up the front door, looking with Santos. But Santos and Canero having a good tussle up there, but comes open with the open backhand, does Santos. And next onto it is going to be Mohammed. Mohammed comes up onto that one there, and it just goes wide, but it comes off the defender's mallet. That was a goal, but a great defence there by Canero. And so we'll have a force. You can see maybe on the replay here now. He went with the cut shot, he cut that one in nicely, and did Mohammed. And so the ball's dropped down here now for a corner, a penalty 6 in favour of Jihangiri. And Ali Muzio. Ali strikes that one well, drops the mallet down onto it and straight through the goals. There's a lovely penalty taken there by Alejandro Muzio, taking the score to two goals it is to Chihangiri, and 1 goal for Bangash. Just a very nice, simple, positive swing from 60 yards and straight through the goal it goes. So back to the middle of the field. Ball back into play. Caught at the front of the line out here this time. Haida looking for a bit of that one too, as well as Santos, but it looks like it is going to be Tomasito on Chiva coming out here now. Tomasito just a little untidy on that play, but managed to get that one away. Still here from Gonzalito coming forward, up onto it, checks up, yields off, leaves it now for Ringa. Ringa slightly felt it was interfered within that play, but he finishes it off well. Good force, good attacking there by the Bangash Dobson Hall team, coming through at pace. So, 2-2 it is here in Chukker number 2. And the players come back to the middle of the field. Once again, we can see it on our replay, and thank you to Klanova for your continued support. So the ball back into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. Left here now for Ringa. Fizzes that one up forward, looking there for Tomasito. Tomasito gets a lot of work done on this little grey pony here now, looking for the cut shot. Cuts that one in, but couldn't quite get the angle he was looking for. Just got a little bit too much over the top of that ball. Needs to be a little bit further away from it to get the angle. So it's out over the back line. Let's see on the replay here there. Didn't quite get enough angle on it, and it's going to be brought back into play here by Chihangiri in the form of Muzio. Muzio just has to go back round, pick it up and send it up here now for Gonzalito. He sees he's got Mohammed gone up forward there. He gives that ball a ride. Mohammed at pace. Haida in hot pursuit, but there's not a lot he can do, so he decides to take the shorter line up the middle of the field. Mohammed at pace goes with a big cut shot in to get it in there. Didn't get the support. The next man onto it is going to be Podolski. Podolski, first time play. Backhand out there for Ringa, but it's well covered by Muzio. Muzio checks up, turns, comes away there from Ringa. Gets hooked off out of it, but in comes Gonzalito to help out the play here now. Gonzalito on it once more. Gonzalito comes up towards the middle of the field, goes under the neck with a big bomb in towards the goal, but it just falls a little bit short and to the left-hand side this time. So they started off peppering this goal quite well at that scoreboard end. Chihangiri unable to find it, but Dobson, Horrell, Bangash were. So back in once more by Podolski. Fede sends it out here now once again for Ringa, but marking closely is of course going to be Ali, so he uses the ball and fizzes it up there past Haida, looking to make up the ground there is going to be Mohammed. but he's just overshot that one a little bit, but it's going to be left in possession here now. With Muzio going back in to help out is going to be Santos, but trying to come away with the spoils here once again. Sends a little backhand for Santos, but it's just stopped and picked up once again by Potolski. He's hooked off out of it. Ringer tries to get back round up onto that one there. Tomasito comes in. I think he was actually going to be looking for that ball and for them to leave it, but it looks like Ringer's deciding to take it on and keep on going under hard pressure there from Iriarty as the play just stagnates a bit and we keep going round and round in circles. And it's now this time Ringer comes up forward and sends it out here now, and who's the man out front there trying to pick that? Whoopa! And Ali Muzio's just trying to settle on that play, and Potolski reckons he was going to try to assertively claim that line. So let's see what the umpires come up with here now, and it's actually Fetty who's dismounted just to try to show the example. There's a few of the players quickly change up that end of the field. With Mohamed due to change onto Powerful. Santos onto Pulverita. Gonza onto Cosita. Sorry, Corista. Lupi for Ali. Hyder. Possibly getting onto PB. Very be looking to get onto Rocky off Alaja. Genero onto Rastrojo. And Tomasito if he gets off Chiva, it'll be onto Baron, and I'm sure we'll see little Chiva a little bit later. So umpires just still having a bit of a discussion about this one whilst they wait for all the players to come back. Fetty looks like he's still thinking that that was his, although the way the movement of the players is, it's quite certainly been moved up towards the middle of the field. You can possibly see on the replays that he had actually moved the line of the ball. A little ambivalent in his action there, so it gets brought up to the halfway line for a penalty 5B. Being teed up by Ali Muzio. 2 goals apiece it is. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in Chukker number 2. Players called. So, Muzio comes up forward here now. Ringing the mic. You see, you have Gonzalito cutting away from here now. Pass up there for Gonzalito. Just pulls it forward on the bounce. Goes under the neck with that one there. Slightly caned that one and trying to get onto it there. It's going to be Mohamed. But first on, it's going to be Hyder. Opens up that backhand. The backhand comes in. Trying to get onto it. Gonzalito does. Flicks it away there from Tomasito and tries to push it up here now for Muzio. Muzio looking for the little cut shot. And the cut shot comes in there by Muzio. But I think it came off a pony and went out over the back line. We'd always have that question on that play. How far had he gone past the goal mouth? Can he get that cut shot in, or would it have been better with the backhand? Let's see. But yeah, it came off the pony, I think it was, and out wide. So lucky let off there. Full Bangash is brought in by Podolski once more for Tomasito to come onto the play. Tomasito checks, turns, comes back inside here now. Being marked heavily and clearly is Tomasito. He's going to get told to use it. Does so, sends this one out here now for Potolski, but looking to pick it up and come onto that one there was Santos, and Santos looking a little bit perplexed in that play. However, let's see on the replay there. He was trying to come in between the two players. And in doing so, possibly infringed the following player. And now we have this one moved up here for a penalty in favour of Bangash Dobson Horrell. The ball's placed down here now. For an option to balls rather there. For Bangash Dobson Horrell. For a penalty 4. With Fetty and Tomasito in there together. It looks like Tomasito's going to be picking this one up here now. Thomasito coming around here now. Pony not being as kind as Mike would have liked, but there it goes. Comes in, jerks, balks, and then it is. Takes a strike in towards the goal. No problem there for Thomasito, but he did have to concentrate pretty hard on that one there. Oh, but on to get that one through the goals, putting them out into the lead. 3 goals it is here at Bangash. 2 goals for Chingingiri. You can see on that replay that Pony was not exactly being the most kind. So lining up once more. Waiting for Thomasito to get back onto his own side. Santos as well has come back round over this side. I think he'd be looking for that ball to come out, trying to anticipate the ball coming out the back of the line out. And so they resettle themselves, and the ball goes into play. Out, coming off that one there, as we saw, it is going to be Santos Iriarte. Santos at pace here now. Santos looking to get away there from Fedi, trying to pick that one up. No, can't. Fedi does, sends the backhand in towards a neutral zone. Muzio checks, looks to take control there of Thomasito and takes the ball forward, but Thomasito working hard, gets past one, gets past Guerrero as well. Now set sail up the field, but he's got Potowski out there in front. Teammates going in there to try and help him out with this play. In comes Potowski. Oh, he dummies the backhand, but takes it forward and dangerously close to his own back line, and it looks like it has done, so we'll have another corner. I think Fedi was possibly thinking, if we have the replay, maybe he was thinking what he should do is take that backhand, but thought, no, I better take it forward because it's indefinitely going to come off a Pony. And could have well gone through his own goal mouth. So he tried to take it forward, but in doing so, unfortunately, took that out over his back line. And so we have, once more, Ali Muzio. Ali strikes this ball well, as always. It's high, it's lofted. Let's see where this goes, but it looks like it has just hung in the air and pulled out towards the right-hand side of the goalpost. So wide it is, and back in possession of play will be Dobson and Horrells. Bangash. Pitowski taps it forward. Santos waiting, cuts this one straight. Good long shot there by Pitowski. Pushes this ball up the field here now for Thomasito to come on to. Thomasito tries to come away there from Muzio. Gets a little bit of help there from Ringer. Comes forward with it once more, and he has Pitowski gone up on the run here, as he has Haider as well. Haider going up the middle of the field for this one, but equally matched there by Mohammed on it here. And now the ball this time is left for Gonzalito, who picks it up and takes it away from the danger zone once again. Coming in to take Pitowski off out of it, it will be Santos's. We have Gonzalito looking for a passing play. Taps it up forward. He brings it up there behind Pitowski. Comes away from Pitowski here now. Looks for a way to pass, but it comes off Pitowski's boot. But and he's left that one behind as well. Who can get round to this first? Takes the hook there. Does Muzion. Oh, a little bit of holding that mallet there possibly, which Muzion wasn't too pleased about. But looking for the ball now, it slightly rattled him, but he's got plenty of time because the first hooter has gone. But he manages to pick that ball up here now. Does Muzio. Muzio, unfortunately, couldn't carry it forward, nor there could Pitowski, but it's now picked up here by Mohammed. Mohammed told to yield off out of that one there, and coming on to it was Haider. And Haider's going, but that was my line. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chukker number 2 with the score being 3 goals it is to Bangash, 2 goals to Chihingiri. And so we'll go to a few messages and adverts once more here from Polo Line, whilst the players change, before we start Chukker number 3.
I'm always happy to come and happy for them to give me the confidence to be there and enjoying it a lot. With Chansey we've been together. We decided to make a change, but yes, still this year we have to perform better and try to be in the finals. That's our aim, and we're going to go for it. See, I think so, yes. We changed a few things during the silver. It was good for the horses and for us also. So yes, today it showed that our horses were in better rhythm and us also. So we play against an amazing team, but I think we had that advantage today and we knew it. Pero bueno, we'll see. Still a long way to go. So we play, I think, UAE next game, and then we have 2 more tough games. We brought horses from England, me and Gonza. That helped the team a lot, and that leaves a lot of horses in Gantu to play other tournaments also. So I'm happy that the club there is going well, and there's a lot of teams in those 12-goal tournaments or lower goal tournaments. Competing, trying to compete as much as possible. England, nada. Thanks to Corinne Ricard again, that she gives me the opportunity to play there, and not only to play, but to play with Adolfito Cambiaso. That it's a dream. I never thought it was going to happen, and it's going to be the second year now. So, looking forward to that and trying to get well organized with horses and for that time to come to enjoy.
So welcome back here now to our Polo viewers. We're just having a quick little look at the replay of the last play. And in turn it looks like the ball has been placed down for a spot penalty, with Bangash just retiring, with Haida out here on Pepito. Petito for Ferry Petowski, Taka for Genero, and Mona for Tomasito. Mohamed out here on Dilia. Santos on Garapata. Gonza on V-Spirit. He leaves it there for Ali Muzio. Ali brings it forward here now. Looks like he's changed his order. I thought he was coming out on Zeus the first half of this Chukker, but it looks like he's changed it around a little bit. But coming up onto that one is Haida. Haida picks up the play here now. Takes it out wide, but just now it will be Santos picks it up, takes it away, tries to do so, but Petowski comes in to look and clear this one away here now for Bangash. Sends his teammates up forward, goes with a long shot underneath the neck there, looking for Genero or Haida, but first onto it, taking the man. It is Muzio once more. Muzio up on the move here now. Muzio drives that one up forward. This time looking for Santos, but it's stopped and checked there by Petowski. On the near side comes Muzio, but showed a little bit too much of that one too for Genero, who can run onto it here now. Nice, good, acute backhand there by Ringer. Looking for Fede, but it's going to be sent back in once more by Santos. Santos's ball falls here now for the man, but it looks like it's been cleared away here by Tomasito, getting onto that play really quickly indeed, whilst the Hingeri player was just a little bit unsighted on it and going back at full pace here now. Coming back onto it is Tomasito, just checking up over the top of that one there, and it looks like it's going to be Muzio. You see, checking over his shoulder because he knows his nemesis in the form there of Petowski. Will be looking and waiting for it. Haida couldn't quite pick that one up, but it looks like it's going to be Gonzalito. Comes in and flicks that one up forward here now, looking for Mohamed, but Genero just cancels him off out of that play and goes forward up onto it, but he's not going to give up. Does Mohamed, goes forward once again, does the backhand, does Genero out towards the side, looking for Tomasito, goes to the first time play. Going to be looking here now for Petowski on the near side, but unfortunately the ball came off a pony, and in doing so changed that line, and as he tried to get onto it, unfortunately it looked like Petowski was across the line a little bit, and we can see it now on our replay. We got the whistle on the play, so therefore we'll have a spot penalty here now. It's going away from goal in favour of the black shirts of Jahingiri. Ali Muzio. Ali comes in, drives, shoots, sends that one up past his man. Backhand by Gonzalito to put that one away through towards the goal, but it just goes across the face of goal and wide. So the score remains the same, 3-2 it is in favour of Bangash, and we have Bangash, Dobson Hall to bring it in by Petowski. Petowski brings it up here now. Drives this one out forward, looking for his man, but it was not going to get to him. As you see, Muzio comes in. Haida just has to yield off, but quickly getting back to him there is Ringer. Muzio can look for a bit of space here now, try and come forward. He goes one way, looks to come the other way. Just playing a little bit of cat and mouse, and as Haida gets in there to try and keep Gonzalito off and away out of the play. Goes with the driving shot in towards the goal, and this time once more just to the left-hand side there. So the attack is, the pressure is on this Bangash goal, but just unable at this point in time to seal the deal. And it looks like we have Tomasito just quickly changing as Petowski has to bring this ball back into play. He's back on board, he's back on the field. So Petowski brings it up here now. Now he's got his options open to him. He goes out here for Tomasito. Tomasito looks to pick it up but couldn't quite do so. Comes there in front of Muzio, and we get a whistle on the play. fact, you just heard him then. He was looking to change, but unfortunately didn't get time to change because the pony wasn't waiting for him, and he finds that he's just trying to say he got dragged into the play by the pony. And so play is called. It'll be Ali Muzio, the black shirts of JP to bring it in. Muzio up there to Ringa. Taps it once more. He looks to see where Gonzalito is. Gets a little bit onto it, does Ringa, so he can get onto that line here now. Ringa away here now with the play. Goes with a long shot. Didn't quite get as much onto it as possibly would have liked. It's now corrected and picked up by Muzio once more. Muzio comes away with it, but Ringa comes in and steals that one away, but so Gonzalito has to go back with him here now. Gonzalito got the pony, got the power, goes in with the backhand. The backhand opened up the field here now, but first onto it is going to be Potowski. Potowski's ball, though, in turn, though, will be picked up by Gonzalito. Gonzalito checks, turns, got a little bit of space, but Ringa's coming back to him, sees the pony being unkind, so goes inside and goes away from him, allowing Muzio to take the man. Comes forward once again, there's Gonzalito with Santos looking after Tomasito. Freddy Potowski going to have to get a move on here now. As you see, Gonzalito goes a little bit wide. He's got his man, Muzio, going up the middle, as he also has Mohammed up there. Gets up onto that line there, does Muzio. Muzio couldn't quite carry the ball forward, but the backhand comes in there by Potowski, but falls there for Gonzalito. And through the goals it is, levelling up the scores here now in Chukker number 3. All the threes on the doors. They've got about 3 minutes left to play. Chukker number 3, and 3 goals apiece it is. And now we'll see the replay here now from Polo line. Thank you very much of Gonzalito making sure of that one and putting that one away through the goals. And so the players quickly scrambling to change ponies here. Chukker number 3, Mohammed, possibly get on to Aspen with Santos. Let's see if he's gone on to Verona. No, it does look he has. He's changed his order around again on me. He swapped those two around, and the ball's already back in play. Couldn't come onto it there. Potowski had to get back on side. So it's going to be Gonzalito picking this one up forward here now. Gonzalito goes with the big shot, goes with the next shot in towards the goal. It's looking very good, but I think it's just going to drift to the right, and just it gets pulled away to the right-hand side. You can see on our replay from Polo line. So the ball's on the back line, and for Potowski to bring into play. Possibly looking for a new mallet there down the bottom end whilst he was there. Sends it out underneath the neck here, looking for Hyder. Hyder just checking out, waiting for that ball, gets unsighted, finds the ball here now, allows Santos to get up to him though. The ball comes forward off the play, and Hyder comes in across rather than playing the near side play, oblivious to the fact that Ali Muzio was already there lurking and waiting for the play. And so the balls you see here on our replay, thank you to Polo line, as you try to go back over to it. And we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Jihingiri Polo. For Ali Muzio. Ali Bomba. Oh, and he didn't get hold of that one as he usually does. Picking it up here though is with Ringa. Takes the man, beats the man on that one there. Ringa sets sail, but look, Gonzalito's already back to him. Look at this mare. She drops that head down and runs. He's over the top of it, and it's now left for Muzio. Muzio checks, comes back inside. The man's in the way, just in turn leaves it now. This time for Gonza. Gonza sends it up, comes off the back of the pony, but it's so to be picked up by Potowski. Takes it away here from Muzio, looking for a bit of space. Santos comes back to him to put the pressure on, and it's going to be Potowski out towards the side here now. Potowski sends that one up forward for Ringa. Gonzalito's going to have to come up the middle here now, and it is Ringa. Horse race here between Ringa and Gonzalito. Gonzalito trying to get in contention there with Ringa. Comes onto the other side of him now. Goes forward. There's Ringa. Oh, and it's just gone wide. He couldn't quite finish that one off. It was so close, and the pony literally just dodging around that goalpost. We can see on our replay here. Just looking to finish it off, but whoa! At least the pony knew where the goalpost was. Not sure he quite did, but it is going to be Muzio to bring it back in here now for JP. Sends it out here now for Gonzalito. Gonzalito up on the play. He's got Mohammed gone up forward. Goes for the first time play. Looks to send that one up. Doesn't quite reach him, but Potowski will pick it up here now. Tomasito coming in. Backhand. Turns, does Tomasito on the backhand from Potowski. Takes the man, does Ringa. Leaving it for Tomasito. Tomasito there with Gonzalito. On the play, on the near side, got told to leave that one there, did Santos, as he checks up and comes round once more. Does Tomasito, tries to make a little bit of space, and he sends that one out into some open territory here now for Potowski. Potowski going back there, but he's been kept off that play well there by young Santos, and the backhand comes in there by Musial, comes off Ringer, and Ringer picks it up and quickly back onto it, and he's going goalward bound here. Santos comes in, hooks him off out of it, pushed off out of it. There's Gonzalito, but it's picked up by Tomasito. Tomasito's got the traffic all in front of him, and the first two that goes, and he sends this one goalward bound. Oh, and it's off the post and out over the back line. Can you believe it? And I'm sure that poor Tomasito can't either. Let's see on the replay here now from Polo line. He strains himself up onto it. There's a little window there to get through onto it, but off that post and out over the back line it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of Chukker number 3, the score is 4 goals apiece. And so we'll go to some messages and adverts whilst the players change ponies and have their half-time break.
Here I came to Dubai first time 2008. I got an invitation. I was in England playing with Vindrai family, and they invited me to come. We were keeping our horses together with them and playing with them there, and they invited me to come and play some tournaments. I remember at that time we played the Cartier Cup or something like that. Then we start playing the Gold Cup, Silver Cup, and all that. So I've been, related to the show and Habtoor since that. And then when we stopped playing with Said Vindrai, Mohamed invited me through Guillermo Coutinho to join to Habtoor as a manager, as a Polo manager. And that was in 2017, I think. It was we did one tournament the year before, that it was the Dubai Challenge Cup. That was our first 18-goal tournament here at the club that I played with Vindrai. And the next year, the idea was to move the Silver Cup and Gold Cup that it was happening on the other club, on Dubai Polo Question, to move it to Habtoor and be based here. And it was the first years of the club, so everything was new, the fields, the stables. We organized a polo calendar of the season, started combining with low goal, medium goal, high goal, trying to bring new members and new horses. And luckily, I think we did quite well. The polo grew up a lot. Right now we have like 500 horses there be based in the club. So it was, it's a daily challenge, but it's nice, and it's nice to work with them. These days, I think it's, in general, I'm talking about Dubai. It grew up a lot, the polo, the horses and the players, not that much the polo fields. We need more number of polo fields. I think this is our next step, in Dubai to grow up. I wish we had new clubs or new facilities, and we need to add at least 4 or 5 new polo fields to try to fulfill all the requirements, Otherwise we are running behind on that a bit. But it's good. It's nice to grow up and have these challenges. Since that time, I think the level of polo, and especially level of players and horses. All of the patrons here, they like to play good polo, and they all understand that in order to improve that, you need to improve the level of horses first, and players as well. And they are doing that. They are investing a lot on horses, on players, on teams. we have a very competitive season now in every level, not just on high goal. I mean, on the 6 goal, on the 8 and 12. This year, the 12 goals, we have 9 teams, 10 teams, some tournaments, which is good. And I think it's good for them to understand this, and they realize that yes, we want to be part of, and everyone is competing. No, they're happy. I mean, we started playing with Saad, with his brother here, the local, and Hamed, he came to see his brother and he enjoyed a lot and he liked it, and suddenly he decided, okay, let's play the Gold Cup. And in 1 month, they were in Argentina, they start shipping horses and players, and Gonzalito is the first year he comes, so it's a good add, you know, to all the polo communities, have someone so famous. And I hope, I mean, new players and new teams are coming like this and be part of the polo family here in Dubai. It's always to put, I mean, a standard so high. 20 goals for the region is very high, especially because in the off season you don't have the facilities here in Dubai because of weather and conditions, you know, natural conditions. Horses are going back and forward, coming to play, then back to Europe, playing in England or in France or in Spain, then coming back again. There's always a challenge on that. But they realize, I mean, they feel comfortable now with 20 goals, all of the teams, and I think it's something that everyone decides together. So everyone, all of the teams, they look happy on this level now, and we need to, as I said, I mean, we need to add more polo fields to improve that. Yeah.
So Ali Muzio starting off, chucking number 4 from the back line, brings it in, fizzes that one out here now for Gonzalito. Gonzalito checks up on the play, comes back inside here with Tomasito, waiting for him, just has to yield off it there, does Santos, so he doesn't cause any disturbance, gets the ball passed up to him, just has to check and look and find this play, and he's got Patowski there with him. Patowski goes there with him, who gets a shout out there from Batindi Raji, who's out there with John Bamford watching this, a big fan of Patowski. Santos puts it up towards water, turns in. Patowski comes in, takes it forward, but Gonzalito looks to try and get away there from Ringer, and Ringer, as he tries to hook it and take the ball, takes it out over the boards. And we have Hedy Bernstein from a snowy New Jersey tuning in, and of course Rachel Morley from WA, from God's County. It is Muzio, yields off, leaves it now for Gonzalito. Gonzalito goes a long shot here, comes off the back of Ringer, and we got a whistle on that play. You can see it on the replay here now from our drone view. He goes to try and get that one up forward. Unfortunately, just coming off, I think possibly a flailing leg or flailing bottom of the foot of Ringer. So the ball's dropped down here now for a spot penalty in favour of Bangash Dobson Hull. Petowski brings this one in here now. Santos just waits for him. Cuts this one out. Long hard shot there for Hyder on Balthazar. Couldn't quite pick that one up. Ringer was looking for it, but Gonzalito comes in, gets his play half spoiled there by Tomasito, but regains possession once more and sets sail back up into attack once more. Gonzalito, Ringer back to him. He's got Santos gone up forward. In behind there is Muzio. Muzio up on the play. Muzio taps it forward. This time weighted pass up there for Gonzalito. Ringer going back with him. The ball just bounces back. Couldn't carry forward there enough for Gonzalito to come on to, but Petowski picks it up, but he's taken off out of that play there by Santos. And it is going to be Tomasito comes in and steals that one away from him. And it is Tomasito dropping the hammer down. Going back though, look at him closing the gap is Gonzalito. Gonzalito with the power and the pace comes in, takes the man, looks to push it away on his near side. Comes to stick side once again. It's Tomasito back onto his near side, working hard onto his near side, in through and towards the goal it is, but no, it's just gone wide under great pressure there by Gonzalito Perez. You can see on the replay just the last little plays on his stick side, near side, back to his stick side and back onto his near side, but unfortunately just going wide. Great pressure there by Gonzalito. And so we just have a little bit of time there. I think Gonzalito might have copped the wallop. The time, please. Time. The whistle did go. Yes, he did. Unfortunately, it is quite breezy here this afternoon, which is great for the horses, but not so good for the timekeepers and for the umpires. And so, Ringer just changing, taking the opportunity to do so. A couple of minutes played here, 3 minutes lead played here of this Chukker. Muzio looking to get this back underway here again for Jihingiri. Brings it up forward. Ringer there with him. Gonza, which way is he going to go? Goes straight, pushes this one out here now, but unfortunately doesn't get to Mohammed, but it allows Petowski to get onto it. You see Tomasito taking Gonza off away out of the play, looks to come round the players here, puts it in there on the stick there for Gonza, but he couldn't quite reach out far enough, and Tomasito picks this one up and the ball gets fisted up forward, and the man coming up onto this one here, Muzio looking for something out of that one there, and it is going to be, oh, and Petowski comes in and puts that ball through the goal. And let's see what they have to say. They might go for the replay. There was a whistle on that. Let's see what the umpires decide. Was you reckon that he was on that line? So just actually going to the third man on that one to see if there was a foul there or not. That's a fairly similar view though to Matthias. And it looks like the umpires are coming up to the halfway point. There's a ball in hand. And yes, as we can see here from Polo line, it is come across and away and back onto it, so no goal. And we have a penalty, 5B, a midfield penalty in favour of Jihingiri. He came clearly to the right and had to come back to the left, and the man with the least angle with his stick side was a Jihingiri pair, sends that one up there for Gonzalito as Gonzalito comes up onto it. He thought he was clearly enough on that line. He doesn't agree with the umpire, I think he was going more towards the side. But you can see on a replay here from Polo line that they got themselves established on that line, and the ball's been placed down for a penalty in favour of Bangash Dobson Hull. Big tussle going on off the field, off the ball, with players marking each other as Petowski comes forward. Petowski looks to get up past Santos. The backhand comes in, but not enough there. Oh, and maybe there was. He just got enough onto it there, did Santos. And he just flicked that ball and changed that line. And just enough here now, possibly, for Ali Muzio to get onto it. and not in favour of Tomasito. So it looks like we have a quick change going on here now in Chukker number 4. As we see Gonzalito changing. As is Mohammed. Mohammed was actually scheduled to change off Visa Black onto Clary again, who he started the match off on. And this ball's been moved up here now for a penalty 2, a 30-yard penalty. In favour of Muzio. And Chirangiri. 3-all's the score here in Chukker number 4. But it's Gonzalito to walk up to this one here now. Gonzalito just taps that with a little half swing, almost a quarter swing, and just puts that one nicely through with the flags aloft, putting them out into the lead here now. 4 goals is to Chingiri, 3 for Bangash, Dobson Hull. And so the line-up in front of us here this time in Chukker number 4, in front of Polo line. With Matthias Barbeni to bowl this ball into play. Ball in, stopped at the ones, looking for it. There is Hyder, unsighted slightly, looking for it though is Santos, unsighted as well. A little backhand back to himself, comes in, out of it now comes Ringa straightens himself up. He's got Hyder gone forward, he's got Podolski gone forward, they're going forward at pace. He gets it up there for Podolski, goes to pick this one up, ball, Pony helps him out, and you see Gonzalito cancelling him off out of that play, and over the top of it they come, but we get a whistle on the play. Muzio thought that he had a right to play on that one. Let's see if we can see on the replay here now. And he felt he was interfered with in the play, and possibly that is what the umpires blew the whistle for. They have gone to the third man to get see if they can get a clearer view of it, just to confirm their thoughts. And so just anyway, waiting for confirmation. We'll just pause here for a moment. And so the ball's been dropped down here now, with Tomasito coming in, initiating the contact there with Muzio. For a spot penalty in favour of Chingiri. Muzio, players called, brings it into play. Gonza, close, cuts out towards one side, then goes out towards us here at Polo line. Underneath the net goes Muzio, out for Gonza. Gonza letting the pony run here now. Tomasito trying to go with him, does so. Gonza gets onto this one, gets hooked off out of that. Who's next onto it? Ringa's trying to get onto this first, and he does so with Podolski to look after Santos. But Santos steals that one away, and the ball's left here nicely now for Muzio. Muzio comes off the back of the play, but can't get past Podolski on that one there. Podolski straightens himself up. He's going to try and avoid this hook or just leave that ball here now for Ringa to come onto. But you've got Muzio working diligently in there, but it looks like he might have even got his mallet caught up in some tack or something, and whatever else is going on. But Ringa just stops on the play there momentarily whilst these two get themselves sorted out and untie the knitting. Must have dropped a pearl or something like that, and it is now going to be Ringa turns it forward up once more. Up over the top we go here now. Ringa looking for Tomasito, but closing the back door is Gonzalito once more. Opens up the backhand away from the danger zone. Out for Muzio to pick up here now. Has to flatten onto this one nicely. Does so on his near side. Tomasito tries to cut in front of him and steal that play, but we get a whistle. And let's see on the replay. Feddy thought that he had the next play coming on, but maybe had a 2-on-1 as well going on. So you see he comes in onto it, onto that near side, and he's on his near side, and Tomasito comes across and looks to steal it on his stick side. And so it looks like this one here now is going to get moved up for a penalty 4. I think Fedi's just asking and talking with the actual players there, saying, yeah, but he played on the near side, so surely he had the right to go and play on his stick side. But the line of the ball had changed more, and he played it across the front of the legs of Muzio. And so the ball's been teed up for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty here now by Ali Muzio. You see Tomasito quickly changing ponies, taking this opportunity as Muzio circles round up onto the play. Brings the pony back up into the counter once more. Muzio drives, shoots, it's up over the top of the players. Is it straight enough? The flagman's already agreed with that one there, and straight through the goals it is now for Ali Muzio. And Cherangiri Polo making it 5 goals to them, 3 for Bangash. You can see on the replay they just had to bring the pony back to stop, back into the canter, came up nicely, strokes the ball so beautifully, absolutely effortlessly with a lovely swing. And the players come back to the middle of the field, and we're just going to pick that ball up off the field so there's no chance of confusion. Matias Maveni lines 2 teams up, bowls that ball in, out the back of the line it comes. Petovsky on his near side, going with him is Gonzalito. Goes over to a stick side, leaves it now here, this time for Tomasito, takes it to the top of the bounce and sends that ball up forward, but it's to the left-hand side. First on it is going to be Petovsky, and you see Gonzalito looking for the backhand play, comes in, plays the backhand to clear that one away nicely there, does Gonzalito, and it allows Muzio to come away with it here. Muzio just sits that one across the field a little bit too much, so he can't get back onto it, but Gonzalito goes and tidies up, and it is now going to be Gonzalito leaves out and behind. It's on the boards. Back in there once more here. Now by Ringer. First onto it though is Santos, but on the near side, on the stick side, we have a backhand come off by Petovsky and a whistle on that play too. It's right on the far side of the field and quite a bit of traffic in the way. And see if we can see on the replay what the umpires will be seeing there. And the ball's been dropped down here now, believing that the Bangash player didn't have the play. And so, spare ball will be picked up off the field, and Muzio will bring it back into play here now. Muzio taps it up forward. Gonza comes in behind. Goes by himself, though, but a show and go. Off he goes. Does Muzio get stopped, though, by Tomasito, and the backhand comes in here, this time by Ringer, looking to set it up here now for Petovsky. Petovsky in there. Oh, and it's going to be Gonzalito left in. Petovsky brings it forward. The near side play comes in there by Gonzalito. They cancel each other out. Ringer picks up on the near side away there from Santos and comes forward once again. Does Ringer. Ringer going in towards the goal. Come around the pony. Comes around the corner here beautifully there. Does Ringer. Tidying up the pieces and scoring a fantastic goal there for Bangash. Does Henero Ringer. Just coming around the corner there beautifully at pace. And through the goals. Making the score now. 5 goals to Hingiri and 4 goals is to Bangash as the clock tick-tocks down and the hooter goes. So that there will end Chukker number 4 with a score being 5 goals to 4 in favour of Cherangiri. So the players will leave the field and change ponies before coming back out for possibly the 5th and final Chukker. But in the meantime, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Habtoor Polo Club for Chukker number 5 in our first match here this afternoon in the Gold Cup 2025. Cherringary 5, Bangash 4. We're throwing this ball in here now after that great goal there by Ringer. And you can see the progression of the match on screen. 1 goal apiece at the end of Chukker number 1. 2-3 in favour of Bangash at the end of Chukker number 2. 3 apiece at the end of Chukker number 4. 5-4 in favour of Jahangiri after Chukker number 4. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more Chukker to play, which we will go to overtime if tied. And Matthias Benny to roll this ball in. And we just wait for Santos Iriarty. So, lining up here now. Bowls that ball into play, middle line out, comes out the front, comes away with it here, does Mohammed. Mohammed trying to get some momentum going. It falls, can't get back onto this one, can Gonzalito, but he allows Pitowski to come in onto it. He just gets hooked off out of it well there by Santos, but Tomasito fizzes this one up forward once again, and we've unleashed the Kraken in the form of Pitowski, but coming back to him well, as always, is Ali Muzio. Sends a backhander all over the top of that one there. Who's going to be first back round up onto this one here? It looks like it's Tomasito. Tomasito comes in. Santos comes in to try and make the stealing play. He's just blocked slightly. Shows a bit too much of that one to Gonzalito, but clearly not as the umpire's whistle goes. Podolski thought that he was away, but Muzio just shut him down out of that one there. And the backhand came in, but they weren't able to get it cleared away properly. You can see that Tomasito comes forward. Not quite sure what Feddy is in the equation for there, but the ball's placed down on the spot here now. For a spot penalty 2 in favour of Bangash, Dobson, Horrell, looking to level the scores up. For Feddy von Potowski, El Poto. Comes in, drops the mallet down, puts it through, levelling up the scores here at the start of Chukker number 5. 5 goals apiece it is. All to play for here. Both these teams had a loss, both needing a win, but there's only unfortunately one that can. So, ball back into play, out the back of the line out, that one comes. It looks like it's Gonzalito's picked up the spoils here now, going down towards the scoreboard end. You see, cutting down the angle there as Tomasito goes with a longer shot here now. Has he got the pony to get up past him? No, he has. On the near side comes Tomasito. Tomasito spoils that attack. Out enough there for Pitowski to get onto. Pitowski onto his near side. Ringer looks to come in there with a big bump and a thump there with Muzio and takes the play away with him here now. Comes forward once again, does Pitowski, and he drills that one up the middle of the field, and cutting back onto it is Tomasito once more. Tomasito goes with a big long shot and cuts this one up the field. Mohammed comes up onto it. He's going to have to flatten up onto this one rather than give the foul, so he just checks up. Tomasito does too wisely as well. Checks, turns, leaves, comes back forward, allows his teammates to get up forward. Gonzalito's in there with Tomasito, so Pitowski's thinking about coming back. He just impedes his own player, and we get a whistle on that play, as he possibly impeded his own player as well as Gonzalito trying to come back to help Tomasito out. Instead of coming behind, came in front. Let's see on the replay. He comes forward. And so the ball will be placed down here now for a spot penalty in favour of Jahangiri. So quick change for Gonzalito at the top end there now. As we have Muzio to bring it in. Ringer comes forward up onto the play. Nice little weighted pass there for Gonzalito, looking to try and get upfield. Tomasito, or should we say Santos, is trying to keep Tomasito off out of it. A bit of a show and go there by Gonzalito. Looks to send this ball up further up the field. Doesn't quite get what he was looking for out of that one there, but we seem to have had a whistle. As you see, Gonzalito's lost the head of his mallet in that play as well. So let's see if we can decipher this one here. But we're also getting a few players just quickly changing as well. Fede just quickly changing. Taking the opportunity whilst there's a slight break in the game. So we have the umpires are sort of discussing this one still. And after a long discussion from the umpires and reviews as well, the ball's now being moved up here now for a penalty 2 in favour of Chihingiri. And Bangash will have to retire back behind their line to watch the undefended penalty being taken. Most probably by Gonza, who's quickly changed as well. Preserving the horsepower and keeping cycling them around. So Gonza just tees this one up. Gonza takes his time to tee it up. Players call, so walk up to this one here now. Just a little half swing, bobbles that one in towards the goal, and through the goal it goes. Putting it back out into the lead again once more. Chihingiri 6, 5 goals for Bangash, Dobson Hole. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. 3/4 of Chukker still left to play. So a long time yet. A lot of goals still could be scored. Matthias bowls that ball into play. Out the back of the line out. Fede looking for it, but it is and it's scooped away there. But it's going to be picked up here though by Gonzalito. Gonzalito gets some nice protection there by Muzio. Gets the opportunity to fish that ball up forward, looking there for Mohamed, or possibly Santos. Can't get onto it. Mohamed is hooked off out of it there by Haider. Backhand comes in by Tomasito, coming round up onto it though. It is Pitowski there with Muzio. Pitowski takes it round off over towards the other side of the field, but he's got Tomasito in behind him to give him the support and send it forward once more. Doesn't fall, doesn't quite get high enough up the field. Pitowski tries to come onto it, but is taken backwards into his own territory there by Muzio. Muzio turns that ball nicely away from the play, but he's just taken off out of it there by Ringo, who sends the backhand, and it's going to be Gonzalito come away now here from Pitowski. Gonzalito once more. Gonzalito coming out a little bit wide here now. Gets hooked there by Pitowski. Takes the hook from Pitowski, and they're all battering him. He's got 3 white shirts, or did have 3 white shirts around him. So he yields off, leaves it now for Muzio. Muzio comes forward once more. Muzio gets away from Tomasito, and Ringo goes under the neck, looks to send this one into the danger zone, but look who's at the back there. It is Pitowski, waiting for the ball to settle, sends a good strong backhand, turned onto it sharpish is Tomasito Fernandez Rente up onto the play, stick side, near side. Santos working hard on him here now, reaching out a long way, but he's avoiding that hook there. Is Tomasito onto his near side, onto the stick side comes Ringo, and the ball is left there now for Gonzalito. Gonzalito on the play. Fede ambitiously looking for something out of that there as Gonzalito turns and comes back towards goal here now. Gonzalito goes with a longer shot and sends that one up forward. Haider comes in, looks for the backhand. The backhand though comes out from Tomasito. Trying to get onto it is Ringer, and Ringer tries to pull that away, but in doing so looked like the pair of them might have just impeded Gonzalito coming onto the line. So let us have a look on Polo line for the review. Quite clearly it looked like Gonzo got himself established on it, in my view, but let's see what the umpires decide. And it looks like they have dropped a ball down there on the 30-yard spot, or it's where the foul occurred. So in the meantime, Tomasito decides to change, as does Ringer. So once again, whilst our umpires are deliberating this one here now, I'd like to thank, of course, our sponsors here for the Gold Cup, who we are most grateful to: Bentley Emirates, Accenture Investment Group, Salma Structural Engineering, and of course J&I for Korean Cosmetics, and our last co-sponsor there is Diamond Lease, and with our official apparel sponsor being US Polo ASSN, our media partners Polo Line, Albadia. And just remember, everybody, book yourselves in for the 22nd, which are the finals. General entry tickets, 195 dirhams, available on Virgin Tickets, Platinum List, Tixbox, and Al Habtoor Group loyalty application. There's gazebos available for 8 people, 2,800 with picnic and passes for entry. For 1,350, 4 people, picnic for 4 and a car pass. The Gold Lounge, 5,000 dirhams minimum spend. The Garden by El Pastayo, 1,500 dirhams. And so for your bookings, please contact media at DubaiPoloGoldCup.com or give them a call on 056 373 2999 or on 056 9903 10. Or please remember, of course, Party at the Polo by IFSA, hosted by Al Habtoor Polo Resort. Previously by invite only, you can expect a wonderful affair of elegance, sophistication, brimming with colour. So have a look on www.partyatthepolo.com, or alternatively, check them out on Instagram at Party at the Polo. And so the ball looks like this is going to be brought up here now to the halfway line for a penalty in favour of Chirangiri Polo. And so the penalty taken there by Chingiri, making it 7-5, and Gonzalito comes in off the line out. Gets told to play it, does so, sends that ball up forward, looking there for Muzio. Muzio, though, tracked out there by Tomasita on Chiva, and the backhand comes in, comes off the pony, and coming in onto that one at pace there is Tomasita. Tomasita couldn't quite carry it further, but coming onto it once again is Gonzalito, but maybe there's something going on or a previous play. And Peter Wright just explained that to his man. Let's see if we can see on the replay. And so it looks like we will have a penalty further up the field here now in favour of Bangash, with a Chirangiri player coming across the front. And as not enough advantage being gained by Bangash, Dobson, Horrell, they came back to the foul. And we have a 40-yard penalty in favour of Bangash, Dobson, Horrell, to be taken by Fedivon Potowski. Boto. Here's the call for play, circling round up onto the ball here now. Comes in, drives, shoots along the ground. Can they stop that one there? Mujio possibly got a little bit onto it. I think he possibly did, and it goes wide. See what the umpires say. Maybe he didn't get anything onto that, but it looks like we have Matthias Papeni dropping a ball down on the 60-yard line this time for where the ball went out of play, just wide of the goalpost. So stopped there by Muzio. So he gets another bite of the cherry, but from a little bit further back this time for a penalty 6, a corner. So the ball's placed down here now, but it looks like we're going to have Tomasito to pick it up here now to take the penalty. Tomasito on the play. Circles round up onto this one here. It gets half plucked, I think, a little bit, but it goes wide out over the back line. It goes once more. So it was stopped and defended there well by Santos in the air. And now you can see the ball got driven in, and Santos just flicks that one away from the goals. So we go to the other side this time for another corner. So players calls. Tomasito's come back round on it once more. We're from the other side this time. Tomasito comes in, drives, shoots, gets that one in, but it looks like it's gone to the right left-hand side. So the ball this time now will be placed on the back line for Cihingiri's Ali Muzio to bring in play. 1.5 minutes left to play before the first two to go, and it's 7-5 here in our first match this afternoon with Muzio. Looks to take that one underneath the neck here now for Gonzalito. Gonzalito comes on, looks to avoid the hook from Poto. Goes up full once again, but as in doing so, put a bit too much on it. And the backhand comes in by Tomasito, who sends it back into the throws once more. Muzio wants a little bit of that one there, but Poto's coming back to him, so he takes it away and around the corner here now. Avoids the hook there from Petowski. Looks check, turn back inside once more. Gringa's there with him. Petowski comes in to spoil the play, so they yield off it and leave it now here for Gonzalito. Gonzalito sets sail at the field. Ringa's coming back to him now. Tries to flatten up onto this one here. Gonzalito up on the play. Gonzalito once more. Goes with a half swing, controlling the play, controlling the ball. Checks up. Now show and go. Looks for the big shot. Gets called off it, but he's got the man there in the form of Muzio. Muzio goes with the driving shot in towards the goal here, and it gets cleared away there by Tomasito. Ringa reckon he might have got hit there with the mallet on the next shot there from Gonzalito, but the ball is just checked up there by Ali Muzio and pushed into the play by Tomasito was Santos Iriarte, and we get a whistle on the play. And so we'll just wait for the umpire's call on that one there. Tomasito just saying hello there to Santos. So umpire's still just discussing this. There's something else they could read out of the play as well. So an exuberance in coming into the ride-off there. The umpires is just deciding if Ali was allowed to make the turn in or if Tommy was coming in a bit late. And so the umpire's discussing this and discussing there with the players. And so we await a final decision. Could have been a question of two fouls possibly cancelling each other out. So the ball's getting balled in from the inside out by Matthias Benny. The ball goes into play off the line out, coming onto it, fakes a backhand as Gonzalito, then takes it forward, but this time sends the backhand out towards midfield. Looking to pick that one up there is Santos, been doing so, just coming across in front of Federico von Podolski. You can see on the replay, backhand comes in, Podolski quickly onto that line, and you see Santos picking up on his stick side And even on his near side, he would have been lucky to have got away with that one. But the score's 7-5, and we have 20 seconds left on the clock left to play. And so the ball's dropped down on the 60-yard line for a penalty for now, in favour of Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. And so we have Tomasito to tee this one up here now, as Jingiri just settle in their goal mouth. So Tomasito, here's the play, call for play. We'll circle around up onto this one here now. Tomasito, I think he's on Mona. Comes forward, drives, shoots, and sends this one in. It's about head height, but it's just drifted to the left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. So the score remains the same. 7-5 it is, in favour of Chingiri. There's some 10 seconds left to play, but the players letting the time run down, congratulate and thank each other and call that the end of the match. And thank you very much indeed. So Chingiri winning their first match in the Gold Cup Series, with 2 losses for Bangash, 1 win, 1 loss for Chihingiri. This new team here coming in last minute to play in the Gold Cup. And so go chukker by chukker. We can see on the screen there 1 apiece at the end of chukker number 1, 2 to 3 in favour of Bangash at the end of chukker number 2. 3s on the doors there after chukker number 3. After chukker number 4, it was 5-4 in favour of Chihingiri. And after chukker number 5 at the end of the match, the final score was 7 goals to Chihingiri, 5 goals to Bangash. And so go to the stats here now. And field goals, 2 field goals scored there by Chihingiri, 3 scored by Bangash. Throw-ins, Chihingiri really dominating those, 9-3. Fouls, 8-17 by Bangash. Penalties, 4 from 4 for Chihingiri, 2 from 5 for Bangash. Corners, 1 from 2 for Chihingiri, and 0 from 2 for Bangash. And 1 yellow card was given out to the Bangash player. And so you have a very happy camp down there in the Chihingiri camp with Gonza down there with the crew. We'll be elated with that win here. And so for myself, Adam Snowden and Polo Line, thank you for tuning in, and we look